It's not just his name that they keep under wraps. Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Doctor Who secrets you never knew. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at some of the lesser known facts about Doctor Who. Number 10, John Pertwee influenced his Doctor.
I'm trying to reactivate the TARDIS's time vector generator.
The third Doctor, as played by John Pertwee, could often come across like a mix between James Bond and Bond's gadget man Q, given his love for science, inventions, and fast vehicles. However, rather than that other long-running British franchise, Pertwee's Doctor was instead drawn from the actor's own experiences during World War II.
Doctor,
No, I said not today, thank you.
An interview released after Pertwee's death revealed that he worked as a senior naval intelligence agent during the war and reported directly to Winston Churchill. Pertwee worked on various gadgets and other pieces of spycraft, such as smoking pipes capable of firing bullets and compasses disguised as buttons. His Doctor would definitely have approved.
Look out! Look, there's one over there.
Number 9, alternate Sarah Jane.
Well, to tell you the truth, don't quite know why I did pop in, actually.
Sarah Jane Smith is one of the Doctor's most memorable and long-lasting companions. However, most people don't know that her actress, Elizabeth Sladen, was not the first person to be cast in the role. The part was originally going to be filled by April Walker, known mostly for her appearances in TV sitcoms.
it'll be fun. My parents arrive tomorrow.
However, she was effectively fired because John Pertwee, the then current Doctor, had not been consulted and, among other reasons, would have preferred his co-star be shorter, which led to Sladen becoming Sarah Jane instead.
Playing one of your jokes on me, just trying to make me stay.
Still, Walker got paid for her full first season at least. Number 8, TARDIS Trademarking. When Doctor Who was just starting out, police telephone boxes were everywhere.
Where are we?
Oh, it's the TARDIS. It's my home.
However, over the years, as regular phone boxes and mobile phones became more prolific, they gradually began to disappear. Upon British trademark law being updated in 1994, the BBC filed to have the police phone box trademarked, due to its association with the TARDIS.
Got it.
Okay, suddenly the last 900 years of time travel seem that bit less secure.
Although the Metropolitan Police filed an opposition claim, the court ruled in favour of the BBC, arguing that they didn't hold the trademark to begin with, since they weren't invented in Britain, and that the police box is now associated far more with Doctor Who.
Whoa! Look at that!
Are you okay?
Just had a fall. All the way down there, right to the library. Hell of a climb back up.
Number 7, Michael Jackson as the Doctor?
Good evening, Agent Mike. The Ark will sail for 40 days and 40 nights.
Doctor Who has made it on the big screen on a few occasions, but what some may not know is that Paramount was considering an American movie based on the series back in the 1980s. The first choice for the role was the King of Pop, Michael Jackson.
What about that position you promised me in Men in Black?
As bizarre as the choice sounds at first glance, we can sort of see it. Given his ever-changing appearance and love of outlandish costumes, Jackson himself was reportedly interested in the project. However, Doctor Who's 1989 cancellation led to the idea being shelved. It's just as well their second choice was Bill Cosby.
And we're off. Look at that.
Number 6, missing episodes.
That's the Doctor. That's the Doctor talking to Roger Colbert.
Most fans of the modern Doctor Who, and even a few classic series fans, may not be aware that not every one of the show's episodes survive to modern day. Repeats weren't really a thing in the 1960s, so old tapes were recorded over eventually at the BBC. However, copies sent overseas have allowed many that were lost to be recovered.
I have other ways to stop that. I'm sorry. I'm afraid my men are very bad-tempered.
Also, audio recordings of every episode exist, which has allowed recreations of some of them to be produced, both in animated and, in one case, in a live-action form. Still, 97 individual episodes are missing in their original format as of this video's writing.
They may believe that they have successfully escaped from us, but we, the Daleks, are still in command!
Number 5, one of the show's creators didn't like the Daleks.
What the hell's that? Monster for the next story.
The original idea behind Doctor Who was that it would be slightly more geared towards education, making use of its time travel storytelling device to teach history and science to kids or the whole family.
No tin robots or BEMs.
BEMs?
Bug-eyed monsters.
To that end, one of the show's creators, Sidney Newman, wasn't fond of the idea of bug-eyed monsters appearing in the show and was against the idea of the Daleks when they were first pitched. However, after hearing out producer Verity Lambert and seeing how popular the iconic monster became, Newman naturally came round to them.
They're actually really creepy.
Bring in the old man now, prisoner! 200 days ago, the radiation count was 93.
Number 4, banned in China. While you might imagine that China has banned Doctor Who for some of the programmes,
be so kind as to step up to my dressing room.
well, let's say incredibly insensitive depiction of Asian people, the real reason is even stranger. The People's Republic has cracked down on all time travel media, claiming that the genre is frivolous and a threat to political and social order.
I don't understand.
Given that time travel stories often reimagine the world in new ways, some speculate that the Chinese government would be loath to allow any show that could include a future without them.
Most people notice when they've been teleported.
Number 3, the Whomobile's origin. Other than the TARDIS, the Doctor has had several vehicles during their travels. The Third Doctor in particular had a fondness for them, given that he was stranded on Earth for several years. One such case was his flying car, nicknamed the Whomobile by actor John Pertwee.
I went to a designer of the most extraordinary motor cars of plastic and fiberglass called Peter Farris in Nottingham.
While its existence alone is something casual fans may not know about, even hardcore Whovians probably weren't aware that Pertwee himself commissioned the car's creation and retained it after he left the show. Still, given what we've already said about his passions, is it any surprise? We're just amazed it was street legal.
What's that? I said, that's the Whomobile. He said, can we use it? And I said, if you don't, it'll break my heart. It's cost me a fortune.
Number 2, the Master was almost the Doctor's brother.
You see, Doctor, you're my intellectual equal.
Almost.
The Master, the Doctor's nemesis, has always had a love-hate relationship with their fellow Time Lord. This carried over into real life, as actor Roger Delgado was good friends with John Pertwee. Originally, a story was planned that would have seen the Master possibly sacrifice himself for the Doctor, while also revealing their possibly filial relationship.
Like that, is it?
However, Delgado's death put this story and revelation on hold. The idea has been referenced a few times since then though, both as a serious almost reveal on the cusp of one of the Master's many deaths, as well as being scoffed at by the 10th Doctor. What might have been, eh?
Thought you were going to say he was your secret brother or something.
You've been watching too much TV.
Number 1, Hans Zimmer performed in the terrible charity song. Even if you don't know the name Hans Zimmer, you've probably heard the music he's composed for blockbuster films. Despite his fame now, Zimmer was not quite as successful during the 1980s. That would certainly explain his involvement with this weird piece of Doctor Who trivia. During the 6th Doctor's era in 1985, the show went on hiatus and was in danger of cancellation. To raise awareness and fund cancer research, a charity single was produced that was near universally panned, although it has a certain kitschy appeal now. And Hans Zimmer performed the synthesizer during this bizarre ballad. Thankfully, this isn't his only legacy. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.